global financial storm and a once-in-a-millennium opportunity for Pi Network? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pi From Us channel. The world is on the brink of a seismic shift. Can you hear the thunder rumbling from Washington? President Donald Trump is said to have ignited a new global trade war with his tough tax policies. Even though the US is a superpower, don't think other nations will just sit back. China, Brazil, and many others are responding aggressively. A tense standoff is unfolding on the global economic chessboard. You might be thinking, oh well, that's government stuff. Presidents and politics. Nothing to do with me. Wrong. That kind of thinking could cost you dearly. The truth is, the lives of you and me will be directly and seriously affected. A trade war like this will send prices skyrocketing at a dizzying pace. From your morning bowl of noodles to your electricity and gas bills, everything will get more expensive. The only thing that won't rise or will increase very little is our income. You'll have to work harder, longer, just to maintain the same standard of living. We're being robbed silently, losing 10%, 20% or more of our real value without even realizing it, without even feeling it. So, just how chaotic is the world becoming due to these moves? And more importantly, is there any opportunity hidden within this storm? Especially for those holding Picoin? Watch this video till the end. We'll uncover the truth and look for a path forward in this time of upheaval. Don't miss it. The final part reveals a challenge that you yourself may be facing right now. Part 1, Global Turmoil. Where is the money flowing? On the surface, for regular folks like you and me, things still seem normal. We still go to work, earn a living, eat, spend. And yes, it takes time for new tax policies to trickle down and impact the working class. But there is one place where the financial storm is striking immediately. The global financial market, where the wealth of the super rich and massive corporations is under direct threat. Just look, stock markets are plunging worldwide. Trillions of dollars in market capitalization have evaporated in just a few days. Gold prices, usually seen as a safe haven, are also falling. What's going on? The wealthy elite, who own 80% of all global assets, despite being only 20% of the population, are panicking. They are rapidly dumping assets, stocks, bonds, even gold, to hoard cash. They're going into defense mode to protect their vast wealth from disappearing overnight. Meanwhile, we, the little guys, are deeply dependent on this rich class. When they panic, the entire economy shakes. So here's the question. If traditional safe havens like stocks and gold are crumbling, where will all that massive capital flow in search of new safety and growth? The answer may lie in a space many still doubt or mock: cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, and potentially Pi Network. Why? Let's dive into that next. Part 2, crypto, a flickering light, or the next promised land? In this panic-driven exodus from traditional assets, seasoned investors are looking for new shelters. And crypto, especially Bitcoin, is emerging as a top candidate. Why is that? Relative stability. Look at how Wall Street is drowning in red. Bitcoin, though volatile, has shown incredible resilience, sometimes even moving against the market trend. That's starting to create a shift in perception. Maybe crypto isn't as bad as I thought. Massive capital inflow potential. Did you know? On just one bad day, the US stock market can lose $1.6 trillion. That's the entire market cap of Bitcoin at its peak. Imagine if just a tiny portion of that, say 1% or 2%, flows into crypto. That alone could trigger a tsunami, lifting the entire crypto market sky high. Even governments can't ignore this anymore. The US has already begun considering strategic crypto reserves, possibly even establishing national crypto funds. And once the US makes a move, can other countries just watch? No way. The national-level crypto race is heating up. Like it or not, we're all getting swept into this trend. People are being forced to learn and join the crypto revolution, or risk being left behind. So in this grand picture, where does Pi Network fit in? Will Pi benefit from this financial shift? At Pi From Us, our answer is absolutely yes, and possibly a lot more than you expect. Why are we so confident? 1. An incredibly attractive entry price. Look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, or BNB. Their prices are already too high for many new investors. The explosive upside might be limited now compared to the early days. 2. Pi Network, the rising star. Pi is a new project attracting massive attention with a community of over 60 million people. Most importantly, its current price is still low, offering huge growth potential. 3. Crowd psychology. Newcomers are typically drawn to coins that are cheap and have large communities. That's exactly how we at pifromus got started. If even a small fraction of this massive crowd invests just $100 into Picoin, the value would surge dramatically. Today's turmoil is setting the stage for crypto, and Pi Network, with its unique advantages, is standing at the threshold of a historic opportunity to attract both safe haven capital and new long-term investment. But does Pi Network have the strength to seize this moment? What is Pi's true mission, so bold that it shocks some people, even making them doubt it's real? The next part will unravel this mystery. Part 3, the Pi Network dream, delusion or vision, ahead of its time. We often talk about Pi's price and its growth potential, but do you truly understand what the ultimate goal of the Pi Network is? It's far greater than you think. The Pi core team doesn't just want to create a coin for speculation. Their goal is to turn Picoin into the common digital currency of the world, a currency used in everyday transactions, alongside the USD, Euro, etc., for everything from buying a cup of coffee to paying rent. Sounds unrealistic? Hard to believe? That's right, even pifromus realizes that probably 90% of the more than 60 million pioneers still don't fully dare to believe this. Most of us simply hope that Pi can solve some personal financial problems. Having a decent sum of money would already be great. So why is it so hard to believe? No precedent. No project before Pi has ever attempted anything like this. No clear roadmap. The Pi core team is figuring things out as they go, trying to solve a problem they themselves proposed. How to turn a coin from zero into a global payment system? We don't fully understand. If you find Pi's steps and strategies confusing, that's totally normal. They are pioneers. No one has done this before. Even pifromus is just trying to interpret, analyze, and share a small part of what we understand. But in the context of an escalating trade war and global chaos, we see a golden opportunity for Pi Network to succeed. History has shown, when major global upheavals occur, when the old order crumbles, new players have a chance to rise rapidly. Pi Network needs a boost to shine in the star-filled crypto sky, and that kind of boost often appears in chaotic times. War gives birth to heroes, right? If the world remained peaceful and stable, where would heroes get their stage? Therefore, the time for Pi Network to shine is right now! The world situation is favoring Pi. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? But ironically, the only and biggest challenge Pi Network is facing doesn't come from the outside. Not from governments, not from competitors. So where does it come from? It comes from the users, the pioneers. What is that challenge, and can you overcome it? The final part will reveal the truth. Don't go anywhere. Part 4, the biggest challenge. Is the enemy within the pioneer community? Be honest with yourself. Are you still holding tight to your Pi coins? Or have you already sold some, or all? Or worse, have you lost your precious Pi due to sweet-talking scammers? The Pi Network has a trustworthy development team and solid tech foundations. But the core of Pi is decentralization. That means users have great power, and that also means users decide the success or failure of the project. And the biggest challenge right now is the weak mindset and shaken faith of a significant portion of pioneers. What's the proof? The sharp drop in Pi price on exchanges. If we, the pioneers, lose faith, fall for FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, spread by whales, and start dumping Pi on exchanges, that's the surest path to failure. The original post mentioned a shocking figure. At one point, 20% of Pi that was moved ended up being sold when the price was at its lowest. If this figure hits 50%, that could be a sign of collapse beyond recovery. But let's look at recent reality. When the amount of Pi on exchanges dropped to 328 million, the price rebounded to 61 cents. What does this prove? It proves a very simple rule. The more people sell, the lower the price drops, because supply increases and buyers either dry up or pressure prices. The more people hold, the higher the price rises, because supply becomes scarce and buyers have to offer more. It might be frustrating, but it's the truth. The fate of Pi Network is in our own hands. Do you want to sell Pi for a few short-term bucks and help kill the project? Or do you want to hold tight, build long-term value together, and wait for the sweet rewards? Pifromus truly hopes every pioneer can deeply understand this. That's also the reason we make daily videos, spreading positivity, rebuilding confidence, and helping the Pi Network community grow stronger every day. The world's chaos is opening doors of opportunity. But to seize it, we must overcome our biggest challenge, the battle of belief within ourselves. Part 5, Your Pi, Your Choice. We've just gone through the big picture, from global economic turmoil caused by the trade war to the glimmer of hope from the crypto market, the massive but challenging potential of Pi Network, and finally, the decisive role of the pioneer community. The world may be in chaos, traditional assets may be evaporating, but that's exactly when new opportunities like Pi Network can rise. However, that opportunity can only become reality if we, the Pi holders, have enough faith, enough patience, and enough unity. So Pifromus calls upon all true pioneers. 1. Hold your Pi coins tight. Don't sell your future short for a few bucks or out of fear from FUD. 2. Understand the rules. Every sell-off action you take negatively impacts the collective value. Act responsibly. 3. Spread the faith, share positive information and proper understanding of Pi with those around you. Build a strong, united community. 4. Believe in the long-term vision. The road won't be easy, but the destination is worth it. Remember, your Pi, your choice. The choice is yours. Be a wise pioneer. If you love the content from Pifromus and want to help us build a strong Pi community, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow pioneers, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified early. We'd also deeply appreciate your support through a donation of just 1 Pi coin to help keep our channel motivated to continue sharing this challenging journey of knowledge. The road ahead may be tough, but with unity and belief, we and Pi Network can overcome any challenge and achieve great success. Good luck, pioneers. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.